प्रामुख्याने तुमचं first of all, congratulations, you be appointed as a chairman, head of the president of the campaign committee in Maharashtra. So, as a head of the campaign committee, which are the issues or the agenda you are taking forward in this Lok Sabha election to the people?
So, our agenda is very clear on two folds. Number one, there is a excellent manifesto by the Congress party, and we are telling people that this manifesto is not a fake promise like Modi's promise made before 2014 and 19 election. It's a real promise because we have promised and guaranteed certain benefits to people of Karnataka, 5 guarantees, and after our government has come, we delivered them. And there's a huge benefit, it's making a huge social impact in Karnataka. Now we are standing on that pledge. Same thing has happened in Telangana also. So our promises are not fake promises like Modi. Once you give promises and when it comes to implement it, you say it was a jumla.
Okay.
Those are real promises. That is number one. Secondly, there are the traditional issues which have been there for a very long time. That is cost of living crisis, inflation.
Correct.
Number 2, unemployment in the youth. Number 3, farm crisis. The farmers not getting remunerative prices, suicides and all that. Tremendous farm crisis. And almost 50% population earns their livelihood from farming. And 4th is corruption.
Okay.
Now, corruption of 2 types. One is corruption in government work, corruption in transfers and all that. But corruption, political corruption in reforming these governments, bringing down elected governments by use of money power,
central agencies,
induced means, threat for central agencies and all that. And that is what people are not liking. Particularly when we go and say that you voted for a particular candidate of Sena, with confidence, trust and all that they'll do something. But they sold their trust. They sold their your confidence. They sold the votes that you give for 50 crores or 40 crores. And so, are you not going to question them about it? So that is sinking.
Okay.
That Maharashtra is not and it doesn't have to be known as Gaddaru ki bhumi.
Okay.
Or some people who are treacherous people, stabbing in the back kind of thing. So that is important. So while MLAs might have gone with the ruling party, have the people who voted for them gone there? Our answer is no, they're not.
Okay.
There's huge sympathy for Uddhav Thackeray, huge sympathy for Sharad Pawar, and anger against these 2 people.
Okay.
So I think on 2 fronts, one is the manifesto, comparing BJP manifesto or our manifesto, that's one front, and secondly, these traditional 4 issues, 4-5 issues, the cost of living crisis, the inflation, the unemployment of the youth, the farmers' crisis, and corruption.
Okay.
And there are issues like women's issues and
empowerment.
All that.
Yeah.
Another thing that I am going to highlight a little more is the word Modi ki guarantee in BJP's advertisement.
Okay.
It never happened before.
Okay.
It was always Congress's promise or it's BJP's promise or Janata Dal's promise. It was never
individual person.
Nehru's promise or Indira Gandhi's promise. So why is this? He's only trying to build personality cult.
Okay.
That only if Modi gets elected, you'll get it. If Rajnath Singh comes in or Gadkari comes in, no.
Okay.
So that's a hidden promise. Why?
Okay.
Why is he not saying BJP will promise?
Correct.
Why is he saying Modi will promise?
Modi,
so that is another point that we'll highlight.
So taking the same thing forward, as opposition has been alleging that Modi wants to turn India into the dictatorship and the constitution is in trouble, all sort of things. Even Sharad Pawar has said that Modi is going on the way of Putin, which is happening in Russia. So you're thinking that the personality cult is turning
towards that direction? That the whole central theme of this campaign is Samvidhan Bachao.
Okay.
That has a resonance in the Dalit community, that is the resonance with minority community, minorities anyway with Congress party, but there is a resonance. Now, Modi thinks that this glamorous infrastructure will attract the youth. That why Congress did not build a ceiling, why BJP will. That we'll have to explain to people that what Congress did in 70 years and what Modi is doing. Now, while physical infrastructure is important, also another aspect to it, there is a kickback and corruption and commission.
Correct.
As has been seen in the electoral bond.
Yeah.
And holistic development of the country is not only roads and bridges. That is required. But you cannot ignore education, health, research, social security and all that. And even today, if 80 crore people are to be subsidized, given free ration, where is the development?
Okay.
I mean,
but he is pulling back the people from the poverty one, and he is saying, but people are still
people
depend on
must be intrinsically pulled up on poverty, not by giving a dole. If it doesn't give a dole or 500 rupees, then are they out of poverty? No, they are not.
Okay.
So while social security is important, but give social security in different way. Old age pension, unemployment pension. This is giving 500 rupees to land-owning farmers, not to landless farmers or sharecroppers.
Yeah.
To only land-owning farmers. And that's not going to make any difference.
Okay. So you have been seen very closely 2014 election, 2019 election. You also seen when you was in PMO that time, the Shining India, campaign was carried out by the BJP. Do you think the same kind of Shining India will happen with the BJP, or BJP more powerful, compared to previous BJP this time?
There is a subtle. They have not coined a firm any slogan like Shining India or something.
Yeah.
But they promise a developed country
Yeah.
25 years.
Yeah.
That we have lifted so many people out of poverty. People are not believing that.
Yeah.
When you say that 25 crore people are lifted out of poverty, where is the poor person lifted out of poverty? He has still got to be given free ration. And look at the cost of education, look at the cost of health care. All the prices have gone through the roof.
Correct.
Now, if he's giving 500 rupee a month to the farmer, look at the money that is taken through GST.
Correct.
Look at the money that is taken through high cost of diesel, petrol, gas, fertilizers and all that. So I think it is only a show that he's giving some 500 rupees Labharti scheme. No, people are worse off today than they were in 2014.
Okay. So therefore, do you think that these issues which are connected to the people are dominating in this election and not national issues which used to be dominant in the elections?
There is no national issue now.
Yeah.
Last election he had national security as issue, which dominated the election. This time Modi thought that Ram Mandir will become a Balakot-like issue, which will get 7-8% vote, but that has not clicked at all.
Correct.
Because it was a private initiative by a private trust. What had Modi got to do with it? They collected the money, they're building a temple. It's a completely private initiative.
Correct.
So that has not clicked. The attempt to usurp the credit for building a Ram Mandir, that has not clicked at all.
Okay.
So that is why they're worried and they're taking any small party. Now, the key to this election is what we tried to do through the India Alliance was to make sure that opposition vote is not split.
Correct. Yeah. Vote share.
He is only trying to do that opposition vote gets split by putting Vanchit today, this, that, and all that. So I think it's an interesting election.
But in Maharashtra, if you see, we failed to make alliance with the Ambedkar-led Vanchit Aghadi in many states in West Bengal also, in other states also. So India initially decided to have major bloc like Nitish Kumar. It started and it fell there only.
Well, I think
so. How do you see all these things?
Two major factions, Mamata Banerjee and Nitish Kumar, added to the photograph when everybody is holding hands together, would have made a great difference. But it was difficult to achieve alliance in West Bengal because there are three parties, Congress, left parties and Mamata Banerjee. We should have obtained the alliance there by give and take, but we failed. So that we admit that it's a failure. And Nitish Kumar, as usual, has taken a turn.
U-turn, yeah.
So I think people are very unhappy with it. It would have been good to have him on the photograph there. But I think substantially how much difference he's going away will make, I don't know. But on the other hand, we have got alliance with AAP in Delhi, makes a difference of 7 seats. We're trying to work alliance in Maharashtra. I think it has worked to now, a major alliance in Maharashtra also. It's the second largest state. We'll do well in Karnataka, Telangana compared to what happened last time. Maharashtra also will not let BJP cross what they had earlier.
Okay.
So we'll bring them down.
Okay.
And UP, Bihar, West Bengal are interesting states. We think that we'll do better there.
Okay.
BJP is also claiming that they'll do better.
Okay. Because Congress is directly fighting against the BJP. There are more than 200 something sort of the seats. If the BJP and they're out of 200, I think Congress has won 11 or something like seats last time. So do you think that the tally will be multiple this time?
Karnataka alone will improve it a lot.
Yeah.
See that their problem is in states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh already maxed.
Okay.
So
Peak.
how much
Yeah.
More can they get there? They can't. They can only come down. In Delhi, they had all 7 seats. They'll now not get any seat there. In Haryana, they had all 10 seats there. We'll do better there. So every state where they had maxed, they will only go down. They cannot go any higher up there.
So then why they brought it at, this time 400?
No, that's a slogan.
Okay.
But I think heart of hearts, Modi wants to make sure that he at least crosses 303.
Okay.
So that he wants to show that his popularity curve is rising.
Yeah.
He doesn't want number to fall below 303.
Okay.
Our attempt is to bring that number down below 250.
Okay.
We think it can come down.
Rahul Gandhi has said today that BJP will get, earlier he said 180, now today he said 150, something like that.
I don't want to get into that. But I think we'll easily bring them down so that they cannot form the government.
Okay.
Who forms the government is something else. But certainly they will not be crossing 303 what they got last time. They will not get 272, so it will not be a clean government, some coalition. And if they come down below 250, then whether BJP is able to form the government, I don't know, but then whether Modi will remain the Prime Minister is a question mark.
Okay, if they get less than 250,
yeah.
so Modi, unlikely
Well,
to be.
it's a question mark, I said.
It will be.
I'm not saying that there could be a change.
Yeah. So electoral bond was a major issue in a recent time, but it has not, really percolated to the masses.
It's difficult to click.
Yeah.
As the campaign progresses, people will talk about it, they'll understand it's a major scam. Today, even Mr. Modi's statement that ghar mein jaake marenge has not been liked by Americans. Americans have said that we'll impose sanctions.
Correct.
Which is a very strong statement. What sanctions they will impose, they said will not discuss publicly.
Correct.
But they are considering sanctions against this attitude that they tried to kill a US citizen.
Yeah.
Which is what Americans are saying.
Breach of PR.
And something happened in Canada. So I think Americans are considering sanctions is a major foreign policy failure.
Okay.
Mr. Modi is not willing to talk about China. And they're saying no land has been taken. What about the 4,000 square kilometer of land which you can see from the satellite photograph that they occupied? And they're not answering that.
Okay.
So I think on national security, they're on a weak wicket today. And there are many issues which they're not able to. The manifesto is flat manifesto. Nothing concrete has been assured. Like, for example, they are saying something about minorities, but linguistic minority, not religious minorities.
Okay.
So there are issues, and there are again issues like CAA, triple talaq, and they can't milk it again and again.
Okay.
That benefit they got, whatever benefit they had to get.
2014, we have seen Congress was very decimated forces morally. Then 2019, the Balakot was there again. The Congress lost, the zeal to fight. In 2024, what difference you can see within the Congress, whether it is really capable to defeat the BJP in one end versus two?
It's not Congress which is going to defeat BJP.
Yeah.
The India Alliance which is going to defeat.
Okay.
That's a key thing.
Okay.
Because Congress has got 19% vote share, which is not enough to take on 31% vote share.
Correct.
But at the same time, 31 of BJP means 70% people have voted against Modi.
Correct. Yeah.
If you keep the 70% together, 60, 70, whatever, then Modi loses automatically.
Okay.
And Modi's attempt is to see that the opposition vote gets split.
Okay.
And we are trying to protect it. So that's the gist of the election.
Okay. So now coming back to the Maharashtra politics, if you have seen initially there was a good gelling among the Maha Vikas Aghadi alliance. But there were dispute and some seats were bone of contention like a Sangli and the B1D.
Let's look at a larger perspective.
Yeah.
There are 48 seats. 45 seats we agreed on seat sharing formula without any whimper.
Okay.
45 seats, which is almost 96%, 94%. Okay, 3 seats contention is there. That is because we could not.
Which one? The Sangli,
Sangli, Mumbai South Central.
Yeah.
I think basically 2. Bhiwandi, of course, we would have liked to contest, but it was not a very this thing. So, moment you let the choice of who will fight that seat to the workers, it becomes very difficult. So, the seat sharing formula has to be decided at the apex level, at the leaders level. You cannot let workers and the aspirants get involved. In Sangli and Mumbai seats, workers got involved, and therefore unnecessarily atmosphere got vitiated. We are trying to reason with our friends from opposite party in 2 seats. The Bhiwandi issue is over now, I think. But we are trying to reason with them that even now let us try to be reasonable and see the ground reality today.
Okay.
What's the ground reality in Mumbai South Central? What is the ground reality in Sangli? So we have not given up hope.
Okay.
There's still 2
Still
days.
hope is still there.
Till 2 days are there.
Okay.
And I think some attempts were that something will be given to the party which doesn't get something here in the next Vidhan Parishad elections and all that. Some promises to be given. I think we can still find a why media if we don't keep our minds closed. So I think a couple of seats should not give an indication that all is not well in the alliance.
Okay.
We have almost 96% seats were resolved without any dispute.
But on the other hand, if you see in Mahayuti, NDA, they are not able to declare their seat sharing, and there are many places there are revolt against their own candidate. So do you think that BJP is really grappling in the dark this time compared to 2014 and
well,
19?
I think they're greedy. They took too many people. When you take too many people, you have to be given something. But their whole attempt was to decimate the opposition, and they're paying a price for it. You see, they had always enough people to put a good fight when Shinde came back and when Shiv Sena was broken. Now, they again broke NCP because they wanted to break the opposition parties completely, finish opposition parties completely. They tried to split Congress vertically like the Shiv Sena and NCP, but they did not succeed. A couple of people left, one because of inducement of Rajya Sabha seat, another because of threat of agency action, one or two other people left. But there was no vertical split of the Congress party.
Okay.
Congress party remains united, largely.
Another thing is that this time Congress is a major party, national party. But in this election, Congress will play the second fiddle role in terms of seats. And Uddhav Thackeray is contested 21 seat, Congress 17,
No,
NCP.
I think that is
unfair. I just want to ask whether Uddhav Thackeray will be the real face of the Maha-Vikas Aghadi, or it was a conscious decision to make a face of the Maha-Vikas Aghadi in this election?
No. See, this election is national election.
Okay.
Uddhavji or Sharad Pawarji are still, whether they like it or not, they're still leaders of a state party. So I think in the national election, they cannot become the face of the entire campaign. Okay, in Maharashtra, they are important leaders, but let us not forget that in Assembly, Congress party is the largest group. We have 44, 45 MLAs as against 12, 13 of the both of them. So we're the largest group. Vote share also, we've got a substantial vote share. But 2 of them were former chief ministers, so they have a standing. Most recently, Uddhav is a chief minister, Sharad Pawar is a senior national leader. So they are always important leaders to the Congress party. But they cannot be face of the national campaign.
Okay.
And as far as the number of seats are concerned, the argument starts by saying that Shiv Sena in alliance with BJP won 18 seats,
Okay.
while Congress only got 1 seat. So if you look at that way, then the immediate past performance was not very good. So I think there are many factors to it. You don't take only immediate past performance, take performance of 7-8 elections and all that. Then also the fact that although Shiv Sena won 18 seats, many of them deserted them. So is it the candidate who wins the election, or is it the party wins the election? Those issues are there.
Okay. Another thing, if you see, the candidate selection was a major issue in the Congress. Many seats, weak candidate was filtered by the Congress party. Second thing, first phase is almost campaign is over, but no united campaign happened by the all prominent leader in the first phase. What was why it happened?
Well, it's like this. It should have happened, but you see, right, first of all, people were still busy in seat sharing arrangements and selection of candidates for next phases. In Nagpur, anyway, Congress is the dominant force. So I think other people, Mr. Sharad Pawar did go to Wardha in his campaign, campaign there. Uddhav Thackeray also, I think, went some places and campaigned in Vidarbha. But I think these 5 seats, there should have been a joint meeting, which could not happen
because many people in Ramteg and other people say that it was Uddhav, Shiv Sena's seat. If the Uddhav had come there, then it would have made little bit difference in the energizing.
I know what happened. I think it could have happened, but maybe because of the difficulties in other seats here, it could not happen. But as you said, you're right. Well, Mr. Rahul Gandhi came to one constituency, then Thackeray, Khadge came to other constituency. I think our national leaders did come.
Okay.
Uddhav ji and Sharad Pawar's meeting would have helped to some extent.
Okay.
Particularly Uddhav ji.
Yeah. The last question, it should not be, generally asked and nobody wants to answer it also. But how you will see the Congress performance? Last time it has owned only one seat, Lok Sabha seat. This time, what are the chances of the Congress party and the altogether Vikas Aghadi in Maharashtra?
Well, I think it's little early to gesticulate or talk about it. We'll have to wait for all the seats to be finalized by respective parties. So we must know who is fighting whom in which constituency. For example, even there's uncertainty about Maha, there's uncertainty about Satara, there's uncertainty about many seats in Thane and other places. So I think it will be easier to talk about what exactly will happen after all the seats are in place. And because there is a anti-incumbency against the party, there is anti-incumbency against the candidate. So there are many factors. So many places they have changed their candidate. For example, in Yavatmal we saw they changed the candidate. So let the picture be clear in next 2, 3, 4 days. That who is contesting where, then it will be better. It will be easier to make some kind of a guess. But one thing I can tell you, Vikas Aghadi will get more Lok Sabha seats than Mahayuti. That's for sure.
Okay.
Respectively, which party will get how much, we'll come to know a little later.
Okay. So that's a bigger hope to it's multiple, jump for this thing. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Nice to talking with you as always with you.